What if one opportunity could change the way you see yourself? Hello, my name is Nicholas Lipsmeyer, and I'm currently in 10th grade. Today I want to talk about how robotics helps shape who I am and how anyone listening can get started. Ever since I was young, I've always been an energetic, hands-on person. I love taking things apart and putting them back together, seeing how they worked. My dad is an engineer, and watching him work inspired me. So a couple years ago, I took the initiative to find a team in my area. I signed up, went through an interview process, and that's where everything began for me. So for the past 3 years, robotics has been my out-of-school challenge, which each season becoming more demanding and more competitive than the last. But what excites me most isn't the competitions. It's the growth that happens behind the scenes. I compete in a robotics program where students build and code robots that compete from all the way from regional to local, all the way up to the world stage. And that's where all the pressure sets in. When I first started, I remember the feeling like everyone else already knew what they were doing, like I was behind. But I didn't let that stop me. I strived to become better, and over time, I worked to catch up, and I eventually found my rhythm with my team. And I realized I was capable of more than I thought. I've always been an energetic person, and over time, that energy has turned into what now people describe as contagious optimism. This spirit quickly spread throughout my entire team. When something broke 5 minutes before competition, we didn't panic and stayed calm. When something didn't work out the first time, we said, let's try again. I spent hours building, coding, testing, failing, and improving, but I also grew in ways that mattered more to me, like in public speaking and teamwork. Talking about a robot to judges, pitching ideas clearly, and answering tough questions under pressure, those moments built confidence. One of the projects I worked on that meant the most to me was MangoBot, a robot designed to help kids and students stay engaged by playing music, singing, dancing, and responding emotionally. We did research on how music impacts the brain and how it impacts focus and attention, so we could make something that truly mattered. MangoBot helped me realize that robotics isn't about machines. It's about impact, solving real problems for real people. For the past 2 years, my robotics team has gone to the world competition, and this season we are ranked one of the top teams globally. But what I'm most proud of isn't our ranking, it's who I've become in the process. Last year, a key competition was unexpectedly canceled, and just like that, an opportunity we had worked so hard for went down the drain. Since we compete in one of the most competitive regions in the state, qualifying to the world competition would be much harder. It was beginning to feel like all the work we had done was slipping away. But instead of focusing on what we lost, we focused on what we can control. So we doubled down on innovation, hardware, and outreach, and in the end qualified for the award that recognizes collaboration and impact. If you're listening and wondering how to start, my advice is simple. Start small, but start scared. Join a team, ask questions, volunteer at events, or just try building something that might not work the first time. Robotics isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about curiosity, effort, and growth. You don't need experience to begin. You gain experience by beginning. Robotics taught me how to build robots, but more importantly, it taught me how to build confidence and a future I'm excited about. So my challenge to you is this: what will you build, not just with your hands, but with your potential? Thank you.